It's about time that we had a woman to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable. Because you need to change your attitude. It's something that makes you uncomfortable and it should make you uncomfortable.
Culture is made by men.
Yeah. And the women who are enabling and facilitating their patriarchy.
So break the culture.
Yeah.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
What is good, y'all? Y'all know who it is. We're back with the Black Anomaly Rising channel. I got like a freaking headache watching this clip. Star Wars is done. Okay, Star Wars Episode 10. The next entry is going to be destroyed. It's going to be obliterated by this lady. Okay, this activist lady. Sharmeen, how do you say it? Sharmeen. This lady, in everything that I can find, is always going on and on and on and on about how she's an activist. She just keeps going, and everything's about the culture and changing the culture. Everything is about that. Now, some people might argue, okay, she has a history of doing kind of like these biography type films and stuff like that. But it's like, how the hell do you go from that to being over a multi-billion-dollar franchise? There's this clip that got out where she is straight up admitting the quiet part out loud, the stuff that we already knew, that basically she's been an activist in every piece of entertainment she's ever released. Take a look.
At the heart of everything, I am a storyteller and an activist. And my body of work over the last 20 years has been guided by my activism. And every single piece of work that I've ever created has a piece of activism in it. It could be very overt or it could be covert, but it is there. And I think that as a storyteller, I'm not sure if all of you know this, but I'm not a trained filmmaker. So I never went to film school. I went to Smith College and did my undergraduate and studied economics and political science like a good Pakistani girl. And then I did my graduate studies, but also in international politics. And so I am an accidental filmmaker.
No! 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 Help me! Doomed! Help me!
Star Wars is done. It's over with. Any hope that they had, like, they definitely screwed up with those last. In my opinion, all of those last few movies sucked, with the exception of Rogue One. That was the only one that I personally liked. I don't even know why I even went to see the other ones. Kicking and screaming. I didn't even want to see them. But I'm definitely not seeing the next one. I don't care. Hell, maybe it's the most hypest movie ever, which I highly doubt because the brand is already damaged. But maybe it is like extremely hyped, and a bunch of people go see it. I will not be on that list. Y'all gonna have to let me know how it is because this movie looks like it's about to be garbage, trash, boo boo, dookie. It's about to suck. I don't want to see anything that this lady touches, and I'm starting to lose faith in the entire Disney brand as it relates to their movies. The type of stuff that guys like me are into. Marvel movies. Any type of Star Wars movies. Stuff like this. I'm losing faith because they keep having these activists. I did a previous video. I showed y'all Kathleen Kennedy was basically going out of her way to hire a woman.
It is going to happen. We are going to hire a woman who's going to direct a Star Wars movie. I have a huge number of men who call me constantly and tell me how much of a Star Wars fan they are and how much they want to get involved in anything to do with Star Wars. I don't have a lot of women who call and have those conversations with me.
She didn't care about all of the passionate dudes out here who love Star Wars. No, what was important to her is diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's it. Nothing else matters. And I'm like, okay, if that's what you care about, if that's what y'all personally, they got these personal vendettas against men and the patriarchy and culture or whatever. If that's what y'all personally care about, fine. But I will not be joining you for the journey. I will not be giving y'all my money. And the proof is in the numbers. I think the majority of not just Americans, but the majority of the world agrees with people like me, not people like y'all. This is over with, and I'm incredibly disappointed that we're dealing with nonsense like this, and no matter what people like Bob Iger says, they refuse to stop. It's not gonna stop until they really hit rock bottom with their movies. You would think the Marvels would have been enough. That movie tanked. A lot of their shows haven't been doing good. Miss Marvel, She-Hulk haven't been doing good. But they're continuing along this track because they have to feel like they're going to win in the end. They have to, right? Otherwise, it's like, what's the go forward plan? How do you go forward? What's the forecast? You know, these people have like market forecasters, right? And they forecast earnings that are positive earnings. They're almost never going to forecast like negative earnings, right? Like losing money, right? So sometimes they do, and then they have a plan to like course correct. But in this case, what's the winning strategy? There's something I don't get. Bob Iger says the winning strategy is to focus less on sending a message.
And your comment about woke characters. Our primary objective in creating content as a company, say for ABC News, which is obviously to inform, but is to entertain. Whether it's sports, whether it's Disney, whether it's Marvel, make things that entertain people. And the good news is there's a marketplace out there that demands entertainment. It's a fantastic business to be in because of that. I think what had happened over a period of time, it was building and building, and maybe I think it reached a peak of some sort while I was gone, is that creators lost sight of what their number one objective needed to be. I like being able to do that. Entertain, and if you can infuse it with positive messages, have a good impact on the world, fantastic. But that should not be the objective. When I came back, what I've really tried to do is to return to our roots, which is, remember, we have to entertain first. It's not about messages. If you can do, again, if your story can have a positive impact, so there's that. And I've worked hard since I've been back at reminding the creative community, who are our partners, in some cases our employees, that that's the objective.
But as you can see, that's not the damn case. I'm through with it. I'm over it. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel.